Spurgeon here with RevZilla TV to talk today about the Firstgear Kilimanjaro 37.5 edition pants available at RevZilla.com. So for 2016, we are seeing Firstgear add the Kilimanjaro pants to your lineup. Before this, we've had the Kilimanjaro jacket, but this is the first time we've seen them add the pants, and it's going to match the 37.5 edition that we've seen from the jacket. Now this 37.5 is a reference to the laminated material that we're going to see used in the Kilimanjaro pants. It regulates temperature and it keeps your body at that ideal 37.5 degrees Celsius. This is going to be the closest thing we've seen to Gore-Tex. It's going to be that same PTFE material that's the base for Gore-Tex, except for they're going to use a Kukona material, and it's going to really just work to wick sweat away while not allowing moisture in. Now, these can be worn as an overpants, the way Tony is wearing them on my left-hand side, or you can wear these as a standalone option. These are going to be 2-3 season in their functionality. There's not going to be a mass amount of venting on here, so you're not going to want to push it into the summer months. Think fall, winter, and spring with the Kilimanjaro 37.5 edition. Now, as far as sizing is concerned, Tony on my left-hand side is going to be 5'10", 195. He wears his jeans in a size 32. In the Kilimanjaros, he is sized up to a 34 because he's wearing them as an overpant. If he were wearing this as a standalone option, he would be a 32. So keep that in mind when you're coming up with your size references. If you're going to be wearing them as an overpant, go up one size. If you're wearing them as a standalone option, go with whatever size you would normally wear in your jeans. Sizes are going to range from a 30 up to a 48, and there will be short and tall sizes available in certain size ways. Now, as far as the colors are concerned, the gray that you're going to see here is going to be the only color available for these particular pants. Now, Firstgear is a company that we know for making quality gear that's going to really hold up to a beating in both the touring and the ADV world. With the Kilimanjaro 37.5 edition, this is going to be aimed at you riders out there that are looking for a solid waterproof shell. You want to make sure that you're out there battling the elements. You're not going to get wet. There's a lot of versatility baked in here around that $300 price point. Now, there's other pants in Firstgear's lineup that come in at or around the same price, but honestly, this is really going to steal the show for 2016 with that Kukona laminated waterproof material baked right into the shell with these. Now, as you take a look at the front of this and work your way through, the main construction is that laminated nylon. Again, really it's that 37.5 Kukona PTFE that's going to be baked in here. And again, it's really the closest that we've seen any manufacturer come to just replicating the breathability of Gore-Tex. Really nice job with that from Firstgear. Starting at the waist and working our way through with this, Tony, I'm going to have you go ahead and on-snap the pants. There's a single snap with a slide closure, YKK zip, and you are going to have a full rain gusset, making sure that no water penetrates through on the crotch, causing you to get wet. Tony, you can go ahead and zip that back up. Really nice 5-pocket design. They almost look just like a standard pair of pants. You're going to have dual pockets on either side, really nice big belt loops, and then working your way down, there is a little bit of asymmetry coming into play. You are going to have a waterproof pocket on the left-hand side, and as I flip that up, you can see the YKK waterproof zipper with this. Now, the one nitpick that I do have is that if you are in the rider position, it's a little bit hard to manipulate this pocket with gloves on, so I normally like to keep an easy pass in my thigh pocket. That doesn't necessarily work so well with this because you kind of have to pull that back and then unzip it. But again, nice little extra storage there. Just don't plan on using it while you're riding the motorcycle. Now, working your way down, one of the things that Firstgear does that I really like is they include T5 D30 Evo Armor standard with this. So you're going to have T5 Evo Armor in the knees as well as on the hip, and it is fully adjustable. So if you want it to be a little bit lower, a little bit higher, depending on the length of your legs, you can actually take this and adjust it. And as you work your way through, you're going to see they've also doubled up the material here. So at the knees, they've given you a double layer of material, which is really going to work for abrasion resistance in the event of a crash. Tony, I'm going to have you turn and face sideways for me. First thing you're going to notice, full-length zipper on this, and it is a two-way zip. So if you're looking at the top on this, you can go ahead and you're going to see a nice rain gusset over top of a waterproof zipper. And as we zip this down, you're going to see there is that hip armor in here, and it is adjustable. So you can see the different layers of Velcro, and you can move the hip armor up or down, as well as front to back to really fine tune exactly as you want it to sit. And you can also leave this open if you want, if you start to overheat, just for a little bit of air pushing through. Now, as we will take a look at the bottom on these, and again, Tony is wearing these as overpants, you can see that rain gusset that's going to work to really keep water out. And then you also have a water-resistant YKK zip for extra rain protection. And as we zip this up, I just want to zip up high enough that you can see, first and foremost, you can put these on over top of your boots. You don't have to take your boots off. You can see Tony is wearing these as overpants. There are his jeans. There's also an extra waterproof shell or a waterproof gusset down at the bottom with elastication. And this is really what Firstgear is going for. They're making sure that there is no water coming through these pants. Laminated shell, waterproof gusset with this, extra waterproof barrier at the bottom, water-resistant YKK zips. They're doing a great job of just showing exactly how waterproof they're going to make this. And if we go ahead and unzip this just a little bit further, the one thing I can show you is that knee armor on the inside like we were talking about. You can see it sits in a separate pocket, and there's 3 different strips of Velcro to really allow you to fine-tune this a total of almost 4 inches up and down, as well as to the left to the right, to really match up with your particular riding style and the length of your legs. Now, Tony, I'm going to have you go ahead and stagger your legs for me for a second. Now, the other thing you can note, on the inside, they've added a really nice heat-resistant material, so you don't have to worry about burning the pants or melting the pants on your exhaust or anywhere on your engine. Again, it's these nice little touches that Firstgear has added that around for that $300 price point, the Kilimanjaro 37.5 pants, there's a lot of functionality going on here. Tony, you can go ahead and face backwards for me. Now, starting with the waist, you can see it does have the suspender connection. The suspenders are completely removable, and just, you can notice it is a taller pants, so keep that in mind. If you like a little bit more of a low rise to your pants, this isn't going to be an option for you. This is going to give you maximum coverage as an overpant, nice tall design, and you can see that YKK zipper popping through. The suspenders are removable. Not only are they removable, but on the inside of the pant, if you decide to take them off, there's actually a little Velcro pocket, and that zipper connection actually fits into the pocket. So if you take the suspenders off, you don't have to worry about that zipper pushing into your back, causing any discomfort. It simply Velcros away. Really nice little thought out touches with this. Again, big belt loop at the top if you want to use a belt with these pants, if you want to take the suspenders off, dual pocket design. As you work your way through the back on this, again, really simple, sleek look, not a lot of frills, not a lot of color. There's nothing else going on here to distract from the eye. And you're going to see at the very bottom, just massive amounts of Velcro to really fine tune these down. So regardless of what style boots you're wearing these with, you can really fine tune that fit at the base. Tony, you can go ahead and face forward for me. Now again, we have not seen Firstgear do a pair of Kilimanjaro pants, and this is the first foray into that for 2016, and these are going to match up perfectly with that Kilimanjaro 37.5 edition jacket. And really the #1 takeaway here is that new laminated waterproof material that Firstgear is incorporating with the Kilimanjaro lineup. Now, there are a lot of riders out there rocking Firstgear. If you want to hear more about what they have to say, click the info button. Read what other riders are digging about the Firstgear setups they're rocking on their rides. If you have more questions for us, never hesitate, get in the phone, give us a call, 877-792-9455, or simply type us out an email, cs@RevZilla.com. Thank you for joining us for this look at the Kilimanjaro 37.5 edition pants. I'm Spurge. Enjoy the ride.